Alright, so, as you can see, I'll show you this real quick. I got rid of one hydraulic cylinder, finally. I went and got that today. That's like, there's, I think, $2 for that. Then, bought this bolt and the bolt that's right there. This one was 90 cents, that was 69 cents, and then the two nuts were 8 cents a piece. So, for material, I'm only, what, putting $4 into it, which is not bad. And as you can see, I decided to go for that. And then if you look, voila, mounting point. It's not welded in yet, but I'll show you real quick how it's. I just got it wedged in there. Sorry, not used to this phone yet. It's wedged in there. I'm gonna weld it up right there. Weld it up there, and then I'm gonna weld right here. Right here, I'll back up a little bit with the camera. Weld right there. I'll weld on here all four corners for it, and then I've got this piece right here. I had to cut this out to fit around that, and show you real quick. I drilled both of these at the same time with them inside each other. So, you can see they line up. It goes right over. But, if you look at it, it's not straight. This piece isn't welded on straight, but oh well. So, then I'm going to weld this to right. I'm going to end up having to weld it like that because of that not being straight. And if you noticed, that pulley's in the way. Or this is in the way of the pulley. So I'm going to move this pulley right here. Move that pulley over there. Because it don't matter inside there. As long as one's going one way and one's going the other. And then, as you can see, I'm mounting to that. And then, I'll show you the front of it. I don't know if you guys watched the other video. But my blade didn't sit that high. I'll show you underneath real quick. You can tell that there's a couple inches between how high the blade is and the bottom. Because I cut the frame. And as you can see, I moved my pulley. But I cut way too much out, but no big deal. It's not really going to crack. If it does, I'll just weld it back up. But I got right there that I should nibble out, but I'm hitting the motor. Oops, sorry. With the cross member, but it's only a plastic cover, so I'm not too worried about it. Because if you look at this side, there's space, but whatever. As you can see, I cut way too much again, but it just, I'm happy with how it is, so that's how it's going to stay. And then you can see, bought some more welding rod, bought a 5-pound box, and I ended up having to buy a new wire brush because I was using this one, which ain't too happy. And it's not as stiff as that one. So, this was like $3 or something, and this box, this 5-pound box of rods was $14. But I'm not really including that into the cost of building the hydraulic setup because they use, like, I've got more welding rods over there in the garage. You can probably see the white box right there. That's another box of welding rods, so they're just handy to have around. So, like I said, I'm not counting them into the cost of building this. So, hopefully tomorrow I can weld this up and then weld that on, because I don't think I'm going to get to weld it up tonight because it's getting late and my dad's fiance is doing laundry, so I can't plug in the welder. And then, as you can see, I've got this one. I got these two, which were free because one of them's off one of my tractors and the other one's from a wiring harness for another engine that we have that we're not going to use. So, and then just tractor body out of my tractor. So, I got this. Like, one's going to go to one wire. This one's gonna go to the other wire, and that's gonna give me power to both sides of the pump. I'll show you real quick. One's gonna go to the yellow, one's gonna go to the red, and then I'm gonna run a negative wire to each for the opposite side. Well, it doesn't really even have to be opposite. I'm just gonna run a negative wire to the other side, just so the switch, it'll reverse it inside, so it'll go up and down. And the switch isn't out here, but I got a 3-position 6-pin switch, which I don't think I need all 6 pins, but man, I just got to figure out which side of this has to get the power to make these two connect. So once I get that all welded up, I'll worry about wiring it all up. Because you can see I had to put an end on this one, but no big deal. Got this end, and then I thought about just using this cable for the other one. I haven't decided yet, but and then you can see I got the negative wires ready to go. I'm probably gonna switch out this wire. I'm just gonna try and get it running for now. Then I'll deal with the wires afterwards. But got this, got a like I said, wired up, and then I gotta figure out how to put a charging system in this, because the motor in it is from a pressure washer, and I'm pretty sure there's no charging system. So it's a 5-horse Honda. I don't know if anybody knows or not, but you can see it says PSI 2.5 gallons per minute, because like I said, it was from a pressure washer. So once I get that figured out, the way I was gonna do it was with the bag. I don't have the air cleaner on it, so I was gonna run an alternator off the drive belt. I was just gonna put the alternator or something right here, or something like that, and just run it off that belt to charge the battery. Even though it's not gonna be engaged all the time, I don't think I'll have that much of an issue. So I don't know. Till tomorrow, I guess, because like I said, it's getting late and I can't weld tonight. So see you guys then.